on my channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, become a member, and then you can get access to other content as well. So today we're talking about Mukoklehi being a content creator. What does that mean? What does that look like? What does that entail? How does it all work? Let me take you back to the beginning. Like, not the beginning of time. In the beginning. No, this is not a Genesis conversation. But I'm taking you back to being a mom who, I guess the part of being a mom during COVID made it easier to be a mom because you didn't have to deal with too many people. Now, if you know about how I feel about my private life, I share quite a bit, but there's certain things I keep extremely private. Now, becoming a mom, I did do a pregnancy announcement cover with Batswadi magazine. And I guess that's the first time my child went public. Then he was born, and I had tons of brands reaching out to want to do stuff with myself and Mukoklehi. And I just remember just knowing in my gut that I did not want to show him. So even if you go back on my social media, you'll be able to see that the first year of his life he was hidden. Then at some point I was speaking to my team and we were like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to show his face at some point or don't you? What is the route you want to go? I, around that time, had a very interesting conversation with Glammy, who is Lynn Forbes, that is grandmother to Cairo Forbes. And we had a conversation and I asked her what are the pros and cons of having, a child that is out there on social media. Because I also know and understand the fact that they have a public figure parent is not going to go away. And it's not just that they have a public figure parent, they also have a parent who's on radio sharing her opinions that everybody doesn't agree with every day. And we had a very interesting conversation where she shared with me what, how it came about with Cairo being shown publicly, then her going into the content creation space and building such a massive profile. So I then had a think and I spoke to my family about it and I was like, okay, cool. Do I want my child to be prepared? Do I want my child to also know that his life is not going to be like other people's children? That's okay. And more importantly, can all of these things be done with him being safe? So after multiple conversations and agreements with all parties concerned, it was like, okay, cool. When I wish him happy birthday will be the first time I show his face. Because I was out in public, people were seeing, and I now wanted to be in control, if I put it that way. And the rule has always been the moment he does not want to do it is the moment we stop. Now he's old enough to say what he wants to do and what he doesn't want to do. So I'll take you through the journey at the beginning of his content creator life. And I remember one of the first brand partnerships we worked with was with Pampers. His face was not seen in a lot of the things that we did. So his face was not seen when we collaborated with brands. And then his face was out and my rules were quite simple, which, I'm not going to have a child that is like going to auditions, having an agent, trying to audition for commercials. We're just going to create something just for him where he has his own page, and whatever happens organically as he grows up happens organically as he grows up. And then of course this little community was building as well, where I really wanted to share what it's like being a parent and having this MomLife thing happening. Now, I am so fortunate that the person who works with me and my team that's literally behind the camera right now is my younger brother, and Mukoklehi and him started working together. That means he works with his uncle. It is a fully safe space where he has not yet had to do any kind of content creation where he had to engage with other adults. There are very strict rules that we have, and his manager, who also works with another child influencer and other talent, who is also my manager, knows and understands what the boundaries and rules are. So we really try to do things that do not make my child somebody he isn't. We try to do things that make sense for him. We've done really cool campaigns together that are around education, which is stuff that I love. So even if you head over to my Instagram and look back, you'll be able to see some of the wonderful things that we have done together and the things that he's done on his own. So having a child as a content creator, I'm now at the stage, there was a stage where we decided, because he loves being in the kitchen, he's going to do something in the kitchen. It developed into him doing milkshakes, and him and his uncle plan stuff together. I come in to taste and collaborate. But then as he started to speak and articulate himself, because I used to have to be with him, now he can do things on his own. And you will not believe when I tell you this big secret. Sometimes the content he does, I see for the first time with all of you on his Instagram. Literally, I see for the first time, because I'm busy working and he has his own situation happening as a content creator. And I love to see it that way. I get so excited. Days are scheduled so that it's bulk shot. And as you can imagine, if you are a parent to a toddler, doing content with a child means that he pretty much guides how the day goes. There's some tricks that we have learned, and I'll share that in another video, that if you want to do content creation with your child, I'll share some tips and tricks with you of how to really maximize. But I would say knowing my child makes a world of difference. The fact that he does all his content creation with his uncle makes a world of difference, because he is safe. Majority of the content happens at home. Once in a while, I will participate in doing the content, but I don't need it. Sorry. Somebody else does that. I actually won't be surprised if Koki learns how to do TikToks and edit reels and use CapCut before I do, because I'm busy editing, things like shows for Tyler. Just putting it out there. But yes, doing content, him doing content creation, even on shooting days. There's days where we say, okay, he's going to be shooting, and then maybe you'll get one little 10-second piece out of him because he hasn't eaten or he's tired, and it really goes with the flow with him. I regularly ask him, do you want to shoot? What do you want to do? Do you want Uncle Obi to come over for you guys to shoot? And they sit and have their own discussions about the things that they want to do. Or like, oh, let's do this now. Or he'll try and do something else that is very organic to his world. So having a child as a content creator is interesting. The great part is he has his own money. And the rule that I have about that money is that when he is old enough, like 18, he will probably get given his money. But it's not money that I'm like, yo, the school fees, Rico, patala. No, that's not what that money's for. It's the money that he earned. And it's great that he's in that position where his money can sit invested for something for when he's older. So the rule is, if he gets older and says, Mommy, I don't want to do this anymore, or I don't like it, then it stops. If he says, Mommy, please delete my channels, then that's what we're going to do. So that's sort of how this space is being navigated. And so far, it is working for him because of his personality type. He genuinely enjoys it. I mean, if you take a look at what we did for the Garfield movie, I mean, he was so happy. And what makes the content creation actually super beneficial to his development is that it forced me to find additional things for him to do, like activities, educational activities, to focus on developmental milestones. So it has been all around great so far. I would never encourage a parent to say, make your child a content creator or put your child on social media. It comes with its own dangers. It comes with all of its own things that you need to be aware of. We know that social media is a scary place, and he doesn't even know what Instagram is. He knows what YouTube is, but he doesn't know what those things are. He will see his own videos when I'm scrolling, and like when pictures are taken, he'll want to see afterwards. And now he's getting more and more involved in things like choosing his outfits. So it's beautiful. I think he's a little creative mind, and I can't wait to see his voice start to come out a little bit more in the content that he does. But yes, I do see some of the content sometimes after you guys have seen it. Sometimes I participate and sometimes I don't. And for now, for as long as he loves it, we continue to do it. And the moment he's like, nope, then it ends. So that's it on today's conversation. Let me know actually, do you want me to do a video on tips for having a child or a baby who is a content creator? I'm happy to do a video about that. Comment down below with all of your questions and anything else you'd like to see on Mom Life. If you have not subscribed, come on guys, must I teach you these things, eh? And then get a membership. I can't teach you everything. Come on, see you next time.